What's up, everyone? Welcome to Playing from this newscast, March 13th, 2012 edition. And Sony has just announced their new Xperia phone, and this phone has been leaked and rumored, and it's been a lot of info has been going around about this phone for some time now. And Sony finally announced it today. And what they're calling it is the Sony Xperia Sola, and that's pronounced Xperia. That's spelled Xperia and then Sola. It is going to be one of their new phones for 2012. I don't believe this is part of the Sony next series of phones because I believe that Sony said the next series of phones will all have the translucent strip at the bottom. But of course, the Xperia Sola doesn't, as you can see by this picture. The reason I got this picture in the first place was to just show you guys the design of it from an angle. And I just want to show you that, see, this glass actually comes on top of the screen, on top of the box, I guess you would call it, of the phone. So this, it looks like the screen is floating on top of the box, and that goes with their new design as well, because I mean that goes with their new concept as well, because Sony announced that a killer new feature for this phone would, it's called the float touch, the floating touch, or whatever you want to call it. That's what they call it. So it's the floating touch feature, and that's basically one thing. The one benefit about that feature is that you can use, for example, in the winter if it's cold, you can use your gloves to navigate the phone. You don't need to use your fingers. It could detect anything basically. And the second advantage of this new technology is that when you're reading a web page or something and you want to select a link, you don't have to go and just click it, or you don't have to touch the screen to drag it. You can hover your finger above the screen, like slightly above the screen, and you can specifically select what link you want to click on and stuff like that. So that's what makes this phone very special compared to the other Xperia phones. Besides that, the design concept is the same, except it does not have the translucent strip at the bottom. But it is in the new box shape that Sony is going for their new Xperia phone for 2012. It has three capacitive buttons, a back, home, and menu button, and it also has. Oh, you know what? Let me go over. Let me show you guys the actual specs. So here is a press release of the Xperia Sola, as Sony's calling it, and this, as you can see, it's running Sony's new UI, the Android UI. They promised that Android 4.0 Ice Cream Sandwich will arrive to this device sooner, I believe in summer 2012, and right now it's running Gingerbread, as you can see, probably see. But it is the new Sony UI, so that's something good. You can see that Sony's following their new box phone type of concept, similar to how I guess the phones are, except it's, I think these edges are a bit more sharper. But besides that, it's like Samsung. I guess a lot of people are going for these square type of phones. I guess it's like the new style for 2012. Anyways, I like the square phones. I always hated the curved edges and stuff. I always like the square type of devices, and it's nice to see Sony's doing this because I was planning to get the Xperia S anyways. So yeah, so make sure. Oh yeah, I wanted to say, make sure to subscribe to Playing Fit because we got you covered on all things Xperia. Because we're gonna try getting our hands on the Xperia P as well as Xperia S. I'm probably gonna use the Xperia S as my personal device. So make sure to subscribe to Playing Fit because we will have a lot of content coming out on the new Xperia family. Just like we did last year with the Xperia Play and Xperia Arc, we'll make videos for the Xperia S and Xperia P and maybe U, but no guarantees on the U, but probably P and S probably will be getting our hands on. And the new one, Xperia Solo, is, so let's go back to this phone. It has a 3.7-inch LCD display. Inside the phone, it packs a 1 gigahertz CPU, and the main feature, like I said, is a floating touch navigation. And as you can see, oh, this has nothing to do with the tech, but then as you can see, I'm just showing you that it's like a box over here, and then the Xperia logo is right there, by the way, and then it says there, it's like a screen that just comes, it's just like placed on top of the box. So that's like a new design feature that Sony's going for. Um, what this actually reminds me of is a Nokia Lumia 900. I don't know why, it just reminds me of that. Like the screen just bumps out a bit. Just reminds me a bit like that. It also has a dedicated camera button, so that's nice to hear. Sony logo and the speaker thing right there, the lock button. So everything's basically standard. So now I'm gonna go over the specs, the specific specs of it. It has a resolution of 854 by 480. It's a LCD display, 3.7 inch. It's a 1 gigahertz dual-core processor, and it has a 5 megapixel rear-facing camera. And but the good parts of it, it does have the mobile Bravia image processing engine, as well as the new NFC smart tags, as well as xLoud surround speaker from Sony. That basically gives you better, clearer and louder sound from your speakers on your phone. And it also comes with full access to the Sony Entertainment Network, also known as SEN. And as expected, this it'll ship with gingerbread, like I said. It'll be ice cream, but they announced that it'll be upgradable to ICS or ice cream sandwich after launch. And that is pretty much it. It does come with a couple of different colors, but let me show you guys a phone first. I just got a quick video for you. Okay, so here's a phone that I wanted to, here's a video that I want to show you guys. So now I'll just shut up and let you guys watch the video. And that's pretty much it. That's all I want to talk about. Here you have it, the Xperia Sola smartphone from Sony. And this is their latest Xperia phone. So thank you for watching. It's available in 3 different colors in red, white, and black. Make sure to subscribe to Play Infinite for more up-to-date coverage on all things Xperia. That includes the Xperia Sola. And we'll see you in our next video. Like this video and leave any comments or questions in the comment section below, and we'll get to replying to it as fast as possible. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe. See you later.